Yeah, g'day. In this enthralling episode, what happened on the night of the trip and then the journey home. Straight out of Ngaruawahia, New Zealand, here's Maurieo. Maurieo Vlogs, number 488. Mystery 3. Hello, welcome. Well, in this episode, we continue on with the mystery trip. So after returning from lunch, I settled down and actually made my vlog 2 as we got ready for the evening's festivities. Now, the evening's festivities involved returning to the downtown to an Irish bar for tea, where we had a reserved table out on the deck. The Irish bar was Grace O'Malley. And so we went out onto the deck there. It was a covered deck with some patio heaters out there, but patio heater, they're well-known Irishmen. Yes, it was somewhat chilly. We managed to survive, and we got a lovely meal. Lovely meal came out, huge portions. And we had our meal, and we had good views there was a couple of screens there because there was the All Black Test match on, All Blacks playing Australia, and we then had our tea and nice tea and lots of interesting conversation and good service and good people and everything like that. It was great. And then we had to make the decision as to where we go and watch the test match. Well, we didn't quite know if we could. We knew we didn't have Sky at the motel, but one of our people had Sky Go, and so long story short, a couple of us went back to the motel and organised the Sky Go eventually. After a little bit of effort, we got that all going, so we got it streaming into the TV at the motel and watched it there. And the other two stayed on at the pub at the Irish bar. And well, eventually everyone in the little room that there wasn't that many left, so they gathered. Apparently, I would have liked to have been there to get a photo. They gathered all the heaters around and stayed there for the duration of the test. So New Zealand won about 38-13, I think. It was a great game. And so we all came home fully fed and watered and what have you, and went off to bed. So the next morning at dawn, and you can see this is the next day here in this particular background here. It was a great day, marvellous day. So I've got a few little video clips of the morning that I took in the morning, just before we'll see what happens in the clips here. Sunday dawned as a beautiful day, and people were out walking up and down the walkway here and along the beach with family and dogs and pets. Beautiful day in a beautiful place. Reasonably warm in the sun. Sort of keep your jacket on weather, but you would get a little bit of a heat up if you started a vigorous walk and what have you. But it was just beautiful weather. Look at that, I haven't seen a cloud there yet. And surprisingly, quite a number of people out enjoying it. Our group was just enjoying some rays of sun there just before we left, and grouped together as we planned to go downtown and had a bit of breakfast, and that's when I took this opportunity to, just to have another last look up the beach and see what was going on. Families out just enjoying it, such a lovely day in a really beautiful place there with you can see lots of driftwood and things coming in, so some people were collecting that. And then we drove downtown and we parked up by this lovely spot here. Look at the beautiful clear water, crystal clear, you can see through it, just marvellous. Just sat there for a while and enjoyed it.
Morning, Maurieo.
Yeah, so as you can see, it was a marvellous day there on the on there. So I've got a bit of a slideshow going in the background of some of the pictures. Some of these were these ones here are the last rays of the Saturday. I took a few little photos as I came back, and then this is our trip downtown in the morning. Just a bit of a new building going up there, which we wondered what was happening there. And another shot of the beach, I suppose, there on the, I can't remember what day that is. Oh, that's when I saw my little, that's probably Saturday there. And I had a couple of little seagull friends that I love seagulls. My mum used to really love seagulls. She used to have them on the lawn at home and feed them and create little stories about them and all sorts of things. So I've got this sort of bit of a I don't know whether it's an affinity or I just like to photograph seagulls when I see them. I don't see them much where I am here. So there's a couple of little seagulls there that came in close to probably get some free food or something. A bit grainy, but nonetheless. And a little bit of a beach shot there. And so we headed downtown and had a little bit of breakfast. You can see some of these still shots similar to what was in the video I just showed, and then I took a few on the way, trying to be a little bit artistic there. I don't think I quite succeeded, but anyway, we'll move on from there, and just some from views from the motel. But most spectacular over at the beachside there, and then a little playground there for the kids by the water. So they're quite a nice climbing frame and what have you. Just various ones as we go along, and then we, as I say, we went and had a little breakfast, and then headed out of town, and we headed up to one of the high spots in town just to get some views of the Mercury Bay and surrounding areas. You can see over there to Cook's Beach, I think it is, and these are quite high, quite high up on the hill. We commented that the walk to town. Now, on the way back, I went back with a friend of mine that had also worked at Wintec previously, and we decided that we'd go and visit our colleague here, Bill O'Neill, and same last name as myself. We believe we are related, but very distantly. And Bill's a tractor enthusiast, so he's got all sorts of tractors and things. So we went out to his place on the way home and had a wonderful hour with Bill, looking at his tractors and all his. He's got a few sheds full of stuff and projects that he's working on. So that was on the trip home, and so finally we made it home. Wonderful little trip home, and I've covered a bit of that on my live feed that I did yesterday as well. So all in all, a really great weekend with a great group of people and great company. Whenever we get together, we have a lot of fun, and it's just nice to have people that you can go away with and feel really comfortable. And then we had a little added bonus of catching up with Bill, there's always fun and laughter when Billy's around. So, yeah, it was a great end to the weekend. So let's just go over now and have a look at the diary here. And yeah, so today I went into work and did 3 hours. We're going to have a question for you. A new where, what, who, 146. A who. I only took 1,801 steps. I did get home. It was quite light when I got home. And I had the intention of mowing a bit of the lawn. But there's some rain coming and rain set in, so that put the kibosh on that sort of thing. So only 1,800 steps, so we might have to step it up tomorrow. I've got another video to do, a survey vlog. It's now just gone 11:30, so it might be a bit of a late night tonight, so get some prep done for tomorrow. Got a class at 8 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, that's all going well. So I don't know how we got that there. We'll get rid of that. And now let's have a look at today's challenge. You couldn't see that, which I was referring to. So today's challenge is another little bit of music in the background to my cover story. So we need to know the name of the song and the artist. I almost sang the song. So this is a lovely instrumental version of the song. I can just hear the words in the music. Okay, so moving right along. Yesterday's one was a similar song in the Hall of Fame one here, and this was to name this piece of music, and that's What a Wonderful World. And the original artist, and that's the original artist is what we want for the other one too, was Louis Armstrong. Well, that's who the artist I referred to in this case here was the trumpeter that sang this, Louis Armstrong. Yeah, such a gravelly voice. So Moz got that, so he's almost going to have the little hash there where nobody got it was when Moz went away. So in another 3 days he'll have that clear board again. So well done, Moz. So I'm going to wind it up there today. A little bit of an extended version. Just covering our mystery trip, and well, we'll see what tomorrow brings. So thanks everybody for, well, I might just go back to here, I think, and yes, thanks everybody. No, I'll go to here. Thanks everybody for liking and subscribing, for commenting in particular, and to answering the questions and the challenges. I appreciate your work and support of Maurieo Vlogs, and I look forward to catching up with you again tomorrow. Cheers! See you! Smash that like button!